Hello. Well, here we are. I don't think anybody's here but me.
Are we on the air?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I'm trying to fix YouTube chat. It seems like we can never get it consolidated in the restream, which blows. And I don't know why I can't do that. But, I mean, I guess whatever. Dude, I'm having one of those days where like nothing literally seems to be working out for me. Nothing.
I had one of those days last week. Sucked.
I called my health insurance and tried to get a claim through. I've been calling them since October just to get measly $200 back. And they keep saying that whatever doctor I saw was out of network, when clearly I've seen them before. I have like records of like multiple visits, not paying $200 to go see the doctor. It's a fucking scam, man. And you know what? I posted on Twitter, right? I posted on Twitter asking, just telling them, everybody, that they suck. And you know what Aetna did? They replied to my tweet saying, why don't you call support? We can help you. We're here all the time for you. Like, fuck you, dude. Like, don't try to act like you are there to help when you're clearly not helping me out. But by responding to my tweet, you're making it look like you're good to help. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you for your damage control. Fuck you, Aetna. And fuck you, UPS, too, because UPS fucking lost my shipment. We had a giveaway on my channel, on the uploadTwashe channel. And, this kid won the giveaway. And I shipped it in December, and they fucking lost the package. I swear to God, some dude who is responsible for packing the keyboard probably just took it home and fucking took it. He just probably took it. He stole it. So not only did I pay for packing and shipping and it didn't get delivered, some asshole probably has the keyboard that some other dude won. I gave him the winner a $50 gift card to Amazon, because they've been waiting for so goddamn long.
Yeah.
I just feel terrible, man. Ugh. Oof.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. That's not fun.
No worries. But hey, man, the show has gotten a lot of hits after we've streamed it, which is the good news. It's the one success in my life so far is this show. I haven't been able to get a job. I haven't been able to do shit, but we did get good views on this show. We are steadily increasing. First time we uploaded the show, we got like 15 views, right? Next week, 25, and we hit 35 this past week on views from this show. Congrats, Jet.
So, what I wrote like a small article to accompany the pod.
Oh yeah. You have it up on here?
No. It's just basically a summary. It's a summary of last week's pod. So I used to do this back in my media days to promote my videos.
Yeah.
And the article itself got 107 hits.
Nice.
So I'm sure people listen to the video from that article.
Yeah, you're driving traffic, big boy. Big boy.
Try,
You big boy.
We have to get the headlines right. My headlines were like, I led originally with girls do porn, and that did horrible because like Google won't pick that up because it says porn in it.
Yeah,
I thought it was an interesting story, so I led with that. And then I switched to Aaron Hernandez, and it seemed to do a lot better. So
nice.
I left it at Aaron.
Hey Jake, what it do? Welcome. Thank you for always popping in. You are the main. The main. I'm sorry, guys. I am in such a shithole mood. Like, I didn't even fill out my topics till like 15 minutes ago for tonight. Like, what I do is like I find topics and everything, and I ship them to my email, and then I fill out the sheet. But I hadn't even filled out the sheet till like 15 minutes ago. I just been scattered, man. Like, I just got back from Connecticut. Did I tell you that, Jet?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, it was cool, but I feel like if I'm ever gonna move there, I'm probably gonna just die in Connecticut. I
almost moved there.
Don't move there, dude. It's gonna increase the aging process by 20 times.
Well, I'm not moving there anymore, but that was like a chance I was going to get a job there at WWE, and that didn't pan out, so I never moved there.
Oh. One of the guys who interviewed me, started off working at WWE. He pretty much made their social media accounts, like all of them, and at a time where like nobody thought that social media was worth even investing time in. And his thing was like, wouldn't you like to like retire or leave the WWE with like 10 million followers? Like, you can monetize off of that, and you can also have your kids monetize off of that too, because you can transfer those followers over to your kids too.
So how did the interviews go in Connecticut?
I mean, well, but knowing my shit luck, it's gonna be not fruitful. Man, I'm down, man. I'm down. All right, let's get into this. All right. All the topics I picked are pretty light because I can't get into anything serious right now.
Light is fun.
Apex Legends knew that we wanted a Revenant so bad it murdered Forge to give him to us. So Forge, if you didn't know, was going to be a new Apex Legend. And fuck you, Games Radar. Why does this shit always happen? I get put in front of these paywalls, man. So basically, Apex Legends released this leak that they're gonna have like this new character called Forge, and he's gonna be a melee character, and he was like some ex-wrestler, MMA fighter or something shit like that. And now they kind of they made everybody believe that this was gonna be the next character for season 4, and then they released a video where another character murders this new character. And so now the new character can't be Forge, and it's been confirmed, and it's going to be this Revenant guy, which is pretty crazy. I just think it's a cool way to like deliver like some character news, like create some drama around the character release, right? Like, I've never really seen that before. They released this video where Forge is getting interviewed, and the character Forge, and then this guy like comes out of nowhere and kills him. And so now the real character that's going to be released is this Revenant guy. It's a pretty cool concept.
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
Yeah, let me see if I can play the video. I really wanted to play the video, but I'm getting blocked right now.
Mr. Gold, I don't see anything on the screen. It says live stream offline, stream live 10 minutes ago.
What? Bro, yeah. What the hell is going on? I think there's two. There might be two. Oh my goodness. There might be two streams going on right now by accident, because I accidentally clicked something trying to fix the YouTube chat, because nothing fucking goes right for me today. Ooh, my goodness. Are you sure? Are you sure you're watching the right stream?
Hey Jet, look to Jets. Not on YouTube. YouTube works.
Oh my God.
Where's the link?
It should be in chat. All right, here it is. This is the one that's fucking everything up.
Yeah, that's the one that I was using. The one in chat. I'm on the link. VAM Show.
9.
Okay. I got it.
All right.
The YouTube wasn't working, but this one works. The Twitch.
Twitch one works.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let me find this video. One sec. Well, I mean, YouTube's gonna have to kick rocks for now. I don't know why it's not working. It looks like it's working to me on my screen, and so I don't know what could be happening. But if you're watching, check it out on Twitch. And BitTube is also a better alternative, anyways. So please head over to BitTube if you can. All right. Oh, okay. Jake, you're on YouTube. Yeah, they created like different weird ass link. Where's the video? Okay, I think this is it. I've never seen this before, so we're watching it together.
Tonight with James the Forge McCormick. It's great to have
What exactly am I looking at?
It's great to have me here, but please call me Jimmy.
So just really quick, this is the promo video for you know, the release of this new character that's going to be in season 4 of Apex Legends, and basically they're just doing like you know, a mock interview style, you know, for the promotion.
Wait, is that Forge from X-Men?
No. He's
got like a metal arm. Like, well, no, Forge has a metal leg.
Yeah.
Jimmy, your recent victories have qualified you to finally compete in the Apex Games. What does that feel like?
Oh, it's been a wild ride to get here, but Hammond Robotics has had my back the entire way. I am blessed to have such great support behind me.
Now, you've been hailed by many as the people's champion, but some still believe that you are not ready to be an Apex legend.
Look, the legends are great and they deserve respect, but they've never faced anyone like me. And when we hit the ground, I dare any of them to bring the fight up close and personal.
We seem to be having some technical difficulties. Sorry about that.
Don't worry.
That's pretty awesome. That's like an awesome way to introduce a new character, is to fool everybody into thinking that it's going to be another one.
I like that.
Yeah.
What exactly do you do in this game?
So it's a battle royale. You basically you get dropped in. You're in a squad of 3, and you know, have to be the last squad standing.
Gotcha.
Basically. And then there's like this ring that like closes. Yeah, it's a shooter. Each character has special abilities, and there's a ring that kind of closes as time goes by, so that, you know, it forces the players to all kind of like fight each other. You can't just hide off on one side of the map. It's a cool game, man. Okay. I know a couple of the viewers play it, which is why I brought it up. DeLorean DMC-12 could start production next year. So if you've seen Back to the Future, the DeLorean is the legendary car that the time machine was built out of. And Doc Brown wanted to do it in style. It had a shit engine, like a Volvo engine. And so it was never really popular for a sports car, but it looked goddamn cool with those doors. And if you didn't know already, they still sell them, and there's a manufacturer in Texas that is primarily manufacturing them. So they bought all the old parts from the car, and they're manufacturing them. I would love to get my hands on a brand new one, you know?
Are they going to make them fuel efficient or hybrid or even like electric?
No, it's going to be exactly the way it was, but what a lot of people are doing is they're taking it and making them electric. In fact, I think Stanford made like an autonomous drifting vehicle out of a DeLorean, which is badass. There's a video about it. Let's see. I mean, it's cool that you can even just get it brand new. DeLorean drifting vehicle. So this video
I feel like that would help. That would generate some interest in it if people, if it was electric.
Yeah, it would be cool. You know, I think people are just buying it for the body, you know. But okay, here we go. So this is an electric autonomous drifting vehicle. So it drifts all by itself, which is insane.
Like Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, right?
Tokyo Drift. That's pretty cool. I drift too, but only in the snow. But we don't have much of this year, so I don't know if I'll be drifting. And my wife would probably kill me if I drift in her car.
I don't think your car is made for drifting, bro. I don't think your car's made for drifting. That'll be.
Oh, do donuts.
just buy donuts, bro. Don't even.
Yeah, that's true. I go to the new Krispy Kreme.
All right, so this is one of yours. How to categorize rap and black artists. Five times the Grammys got it wrong with best rap album category.
Yeah. Well, basically what happened was Tyler, the Creator, made a album where he sings a lot. It's not rap per se, but he won the best rap album award, and he was upset about it because he said, "This is not a rap album. I don't know why I have to get stuck in the rap category every time I make a project." So
yeah, that is kind of messed up.
So there's a bit of controversy, and also it's happened before where like black people are always just categorized as either urban, R&B, or rap. They can't get put into certain categories like alternative or whatever. Yeah,
that is really messed up, man. You know, and that's funny because I remember, like, do you remember Korn and, you know, rap metal, new metal, like?
Yeah, Limp Bizkit and them.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like the genre, like it's more so rap, I would say, than metal. But I think it still got categorized under like rock albums and metal, which was just weird. Like, I don't know. I mean, you know, even Linkin Park is kind of, you know, that's kind of nuts. You know, you never think about people kind of getting stuck. You know, you think of actors who get stuck after, you know, being in a movie and playing a character really well. You never think of like musicians getting stuck with people thinking that they're only a rap artist.
Yeah. And the article also just covered times when like the clear winner didn't win, you know. Like in rap, the best album of the year is decided by like the streets, the people. very early on, and the
Right.
Grammys are always like late to the party, and they always get it wrong.
Totally. I mean,
Case,
all
case,
these. Yep.
case in point is the Macklemore thing. I mean, that was the most obvious
Oh,
that year.
sure. It's just, well, what happened with Macklemore?
So Macklemore, you know that when he had that big year when he released Thrift Shop and all those songs, Can't Stop Us.
Yeah.
He had a lot of big singles, but Kendrick Lamar dropped his first album, Good Kid, Mad City, and that album was like universally acclaimed. He sold a ton of records. Like it was a huge album, and like it was being called a classic by everyone, including Macklemore himself. And it was the clear winner, should have been the winner, and they gave it to Macklemore just because he was white and more pop, and people, the Grammy board knew him more. Knew him better, rather.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting the award. And people were pissed, and even he was pissed. And he was like, hey, Kendrick, you deserve this award. And Kendrick ended up winning for his next album, but I don't think his next album deserved the Best Rap Album Grammy. But he won it either way. So
Yeah, I mean, his stuff was really, really popular, but a bit obscure for sure. And
yeah.
Any of these award shows, I mean, I really feel are kind of fixed, and like,
Yeah.
they kind of don't mean much, in my opinion.
No.
Like,
They mean much in terms of if the artist does win, it helps them boost up their brand
Sure.
and get more money for different endorsements and gigs and stuff. But that's about it.
Yep. All right. So, Vibe or Checks is not here, but this is a follow-up from last week when we were talking about the Apple getting rid of Lightning port. So they're basically saying, just to recap, the EU is trying to like make a standard and get rid of Lightning. And this article is about Apple saying that, well, if you get rid of Lightning, we're going to create a lot of waste. And that's kind of like, well, yeah, no shit. But I understand the argument, and I'm totally okay with this argument. I just don't think it should come from Apple. Because it just makes me feel like Apple is trying to reach for ways to not make this happen. And, it makes me just like not necessarily want to get behind it, even though I know logically that it is going to cause some waste.
It will cause waste, but there's probably ways where it'll be minimal. I think that they're just going to hang on to it because they don't want to spend the money to transition over to USB-C for every device.
Totally. And they want dominance over, they want to control their ecosystem. And that's why I just don't think it should be coming from them, this type of message. I feel like they're reaching. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's Apple's thing is the closed system, right? I mean, that was Steve Jobs' vision, and that's what they've tried to hold. The only thing they've held on from Steve Jobs.
And people are getting smarter, man. They know that, like, they know how these things work. It's not as magical as it once was. You get a MacBook and you'd think, well, like, back in the day when like there was only a handful of people producing computers, IBM, Apple, they were like magic machines. But now I think it's more common knowledge. People understand on a high level what a CPU is, what these cables do. People are getting smarter. Anyways.
Yeah, I guess. I just think Apple hasn't innovated in a while, and people are hip to that.
Yep. They see other phones getting put out. Our mutual friend, Raj Minaj, Raj Minaj, recently switched over to Android. He bought a OnePlus, and he's loving it.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, man. It's happening.
Really happy.
Mm.
Yeah, he messaged me. I have to do something for him. But
I gotta do something.
yeah,
He asked you for like a message on LinkedIn or something.
yeah.
Dude, the thing is, I never do those things. In fact, I like loathe participating on LinkedIn altogether.
I don't use my LinkedIn really. I use it basically to like find information on people more than anything else.
Same,
But I don't
same.
pitch my LinkedIn to.
Right, same. I do exactly the same thing. Hold on, let me see something.
Yeah.
And I just link it because I know that like people want it, you know.
Right.
Like when companies want it, it's like a standard that I'm being forced to. Production delays on Obi-Wan Disney Plus series are part of a bigger Star Wars problem. So I didn't really, truth be told, I didn't really read this. I didn't really read this article, but I will say that it doesn't surprise me that they're going to be delaying it. I'm very excited for this series. I know that it's been confirmed, and I want it to happen. I think it has the potential to kind of really make, continue on the positive impact that The Mandalorian has made. And, it can be really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think a number of projects is endless, but we're going to be careful. The next one is really important. So, maybe they're taking their time with this, and if they are, then that's good. I'm happy. Take your time.
Why are you taking your time with an Obi-Wan series? I mean, you know what we want to see. You know what I mean?
You know what? But Disney has proven that they don't know what we want to see.
No, I think. Listen, I think with what they should have taken their time with the movies. Never mind Obi-Wan. That's already an established character with an established lore that you can make great stories for. But these new characters is where Disney messed up,
Yeah.
Because they rushed. They had to get these movies out in 2 years.
Yeah.
When George Lucas used to take 3 years to put Star Wars movies out. So, I don't know. I think it's an Obi-Wan show is straightforward. We kind of know what we want to see.
I hope they do.
We want to see cameos. We want to see Anakin. We want to see him kick ass. We want to see him watch over Luke.
Yeah. Continue. Yeah. Oh, dude. Well, we wouldn't see more of Vader.
I think we would. Why not?
When is it supposed to take place? After episode 3?
Yes, in between 3 and 4.
I just feel like if Obi-Wan never left Tatooine, and his whole objective was to look over Luke, and Vader didn't know that he was on Tatooine, so how would we see Vader?
Well, we don't know that Vader didn't know that, because it seems like in A New Hope, Vader really can care less about him. And I also feel like they don't have to just, like, shows have multiple main characters, Yeah. They don't just have to focus on Obi. There could be an Imperial storyline as well.
Yeah.
And, like, Obi-Wan could kind of cross paths with some of the people in that, and in there you can show Vader interacting with those people, kind of like they did with Rogue One.
Yeah.
Vader never interacted with that group of people, but the people, the people from the Empire interacted with Vader. And I think in that regard you can see Vader, but then you can also give Vader an arc, totally separate from Obi-Wan stuff, but somehow the stories are related.
That would be awesome. I would love to see that. That would
be great. But that might be outside the budget. And I don't think they're going to use Vader on TV. I think they're going to
dude, they have to have more screen time with Vader, dude. They have to. I want to see more Vader. I want to see Vader in action. He's supposed to be one of the most powerful Sith Lords ever, and you just don't see him kicking ass enough. He's a tank.
Yeah, the only good... I mean, you see him kill a bunch of people in the original trilogy very easily. and
Yeah.
you see him kind of torment his son, but that's pretty much it.
So we were going to talk about Kobe Bryant's death, passing.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
I think the most shocking thing about this is that the way it was reported. Like
What do you mean?
TMZ apparently came out with the news before anybody could tell his wife, and then it was public news. Everybody knew.
Wow.
And yeah, it's just really kind of messed up. The other thing is, trying to figure out why, like how they ended up in this situation in the first place. It just seems odd to me that the pilot was apparently experienced and they were running on kind of a low-tech helicopter. Just like, why would you run on a low-tech helicopter? And if you've flown that area for so long, why would you, why would you not be taking precautions or like know the lay of the land? It sounds like he didn't know where the lay of the land was. Yeah, his daughter died too, Jake. That's true, and super tragic. Like, I think that's what
7
gets
other people.
all 9 passengers. Oh, there were 9 passengers?
9 altogether, yeah.
Oh my God. I did not know that. I mean, look, here's the thing. Anytime children get in a situation where they are not children or young people it's just their lives have only just begun, It's just really sad. Yeah. What other details do you know about this, Jet? Yeah, 9, Jake.
I know that there were some other parents in the helicopter with their daughters. Like, it was basically like, I think they were traveling from practice or a game for his daughter.
Right.
She was heavy into basketball.
Yep.
So, yeah, a lot of young girls, well, not a lot, but a good amount were on the on the helicopter.
Yeah.
And very sad. My thing, too, is, like, I feel like we've never lost, like, an athlete like that at that age, like a top Michael Jordan level athlete.
Yeah.
I don't remember, never in my lifetime.
Yeah.
All the greats are still alive.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
In every sport. I mean, the football people, the basketball people, the hockey people.
Yeah.
And a lot of the baseball people, too.
Man.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, man.
Yeah. Very unfortunate.
These accidents do happen. I mean, it
Yeah.
may have been foul play. I don't know.
He also left like a really big business empire behind. So I hear. I don't know what kind of businesses he was into, but that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I can't. It's too deep for me. I gotta move.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
New York on track to ban cashless stores and restaurants. This pisses me off, though. So basically, if you live in New York or metropolitan areas, Square has really spearheaded the idea of going cashless, which means you can't pay for anything with cash. You have to use a card. And I love this for multiple reasons. One, the merchant doesn't have to keep their cash in the store, so it reduces like robberies and theft. And as a business owner, counting cash, you could sometimes lose $1 or $2 here. People make mistakes. There's a lot less room for human error when you're cashless. aside from that, you also are able to not. So if you work at a restaurant or something like that, you have to take the money and then go deposit it in the bank at the end of the day. And that's something that you just don't have to worry about if you go cashless. And for the consumer, it's great because if you have, credit cards that accumulate points and you get percentage like cashback credit cards, like it's just great. It's convenient. It makes it simple. I hate carrying cash. It like lowers my jeans, and because my pockets are heavy, and I have a tendency to like lose money, like quarters and stuff like that, and like pennies. Like most of the time, I never use pennies. I have it takes way too much time to like search for an extra penny. I just think it's the way to go, and New York wants to get rid of it, and the reason being is that they feel that the percentage of people who are unbanked or underbanked, meaning people who don't have bank accounts or like low-income people who use cash, this makes it so they can't really buy anything. And I see that perspective. I do, but I think there's a better solution for that. Thoughts, chat?
I happen to. There's also cardless businesses as well that are cash only. So
yeah,
like,
which frustrate the crap out of me.
A lot of food establishments, but there's advantages to that too, because credit card, every time you charge a credit card, it's a fee. I mean, you have to pay credit card fees, and businesses lose money with that. So I can understand why businesses that have such a following, they only use cash. I'm not against cash like you are. I'm actually very pro cash, but I see you made some good points when it comes to like the advantages of an all cash store. I think that should just be in the hands of the business owner. I don't think that they should outlaw it, but there is a danger of like everyone going cashless, and people who just carry to be able to buy anything. But there's a solution for that. I mean, you just assign people cards that don't, you put all the cash on cards instead of having paper money.
Totally. I mean, cryptocurrency is like that as well, right? Like you can. Is a good case for this as well. And like, one day you'll be able to buy something by just using your face or, biometrics or something like that. And that would be really cool. I would argue that with the merchant, in terms of like credit card fees, you just mark up your products if you're using it, I have no problem with that. But yeah, it is a sticky situation. I think, fine, regulate a little bit, but have a plan for servicing the unbanked and underbanked somehow. Like we need to start doing that, because, people argue so much about cash, like something like cryptocurrency being like this way to like launder money. But the number one thing that is used for illegal activity and laundering money is cash. And you're never going to remove bad actors. So.
Yeah, well, then that might be the reason why we're never going to get rid of cash, because there's a lot of bad people at the top of laundering money.
Well, you can do it through crypto. I mean, again, you never.
Yeah, but they have to. That takes a lot of work to transition that over. I'm sure.
Yeah. Speaking of crypto, I think you have a article here. Bitcoin is back above 9K. I don't know if it is at the time of speaking about this. But yeah, it's interesting that it's rallying right now. And I don't think the coronavirus has anything to do with it, but I've been reading a lot about it. I just think overall people have been moving into like commodities and gold and alternatives, and gold is the price of gold is going up, inflation is going up a little bit, So, you know, it would make sense that that Bitcoin is as well. You know, I have, you know, I had this fear in 2017 about Bitcoin. You know, it is an older technology. And there's plenty of other currencies, but I think that, you know, I've come to realize that Bitcoin has this early mover advantage. Like, it's been around for 10 years now, and it's a trusted store of value. So, like, people know about it. Maybe one day it'll like cross over, but like, I think Bitcoin will always have a spot as, like, you know, as people float in and out of different currencies, will always go back to Bitcoin, just to hold their money, not necessarily spend it as cash. I think other solutions make sense, but yeah, it's nice to see it above 9K.
Yeah, right now it's at 9,355.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So I've been seriously toying with the idea and making plans to go 50% crypto. Actually, technically 100% crypto, with 50% in stable coins. I think that if I had a bit more of a flexible lifestyle, I would go 100% into crypto. Because I got to stop thinking, I had this realization that I got to stop thinking of Bitcoin as like, how much is the price today? But more like, it doesn't matter what the price is today, I'm going to be using the currency of the future, and I should be accumulating the currency of the future, because Bitcoin will never change in value. It will be the dollar that's changing in value over time. So that's just what I've been thinking about, and I think I finally solved how to do it. Yeah, like, so I might make a video out of this, but oh my god, oh my god, all my notifications are going crazy right now. Thank you. Is it done? Jesus, nothing's going my way today. So the biggest problem with going Bitcoin altogether, or crypto altogether, is that it gets taxed as capital gains, right? So they have services that, like, and I'll talk about this a little bit on Thursday about my plans. They have cards, like Visa cards, that you can put all your crypto on. And basically, it'll convert it into fiat, and they give you 5% on spending, on all spending, right? So you can use this. You put all your crypto in one place, and then you use this card to make your purchases, right? The problem with this is that when you make a purchase, it converts your crypto into fiat, and then you incur a taxable event, because you just traded your crypto, you just cashed out, right? So each transaction that you make on here is a tax nightmare. Say you make like 50 transactions in 1 month, that's like 50 different taxable events, and I think you get taxed like 7 to 15% on capital gains. I don't know what it is, but it's a lot more than fucking getting 5% back on spending. And so you're actually kind of losing some money with this. So I figured out a way to not to spend fiat and not incur a taxable event. So there's services like Bitwage. So let's start from the beginning. There's services like Bitwage that you give a bank account to your employer, who sends a direct deposit to the bank account, right? And what these guys do is they pretty much just like automatically convert it into BTC or Ethereum or whatever. And so you're getting paid in crypto. The problem is they take a 1% fee, but that's like a different thing. But this is a service for you to not even think about how you get that into Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? So on Friday, when your paycheck comes, it gets converted immediately into Bitcoin. And you can mess with the percentages. You could say, I want 50% in Bitcoin or Ethereum, and I want the other 50% in cash, but it'll handle this for you automatically. So you give the bank account number to your employer. The employer sends it to the cash to the bank account. Bitwage converts it into crypto and then puts it in your wallet. And then the other thing is you have services like Nexo, who will. So this is the second part of it. This is how you pay your bills without incurring any taxes. They give you a credit line, an instant credit line of like Bitcoin, for example, right? So you can take loans out of your Bitcoin without selling them. It's still yours and you have to pay it back, but you can pay it back in crypto. So what you would do here is like, say my rent's $1,000, right? You take a loan out for $1,000 instantly. And I've done it before. It takes a day for you to receive your cash funds, literally. So you pull out $1,000 and then you immediately pay it back in crypto. And there you go. You just paid your rent, and you've only spent crypto, and it's not a taxable event.
Wait, how do you borrow from your crypto and your cash?
So they will. So what you do is you put your Bitcoin here. Say you have one Bitcoin, right? You put your Bitcoin here, and then they will lend you up to like 50% of your. They have like a formula, right? So they'll. Hold on, I need to change this music, man. So they will give you money, and they'll use your Bitcoin as collateral. Does that make sense? You with me?
Yes.
And then, so you can pay it back at any time. They charge interest, but you can. There's a way around the interest, and I can I could talk more about it later. But I'm giving you a high level, right? So the way it works is you put your Bitcoin in as collateral. They give you cash, and then you can pay back the loan in Bitcoin, with the collateral that you put in. So you basically just paid with crypto.
Right.
And you didn't have to incur any capital gains to do it. Yeah, that's the gist of it, man. The way to get around the interest is you also put in like maybe so you have half in crypto and half in a stable coin, and that stable coin earns 8% and the interest is 4%. So you're still making 4% and you're paying your interest back for free. So as long as you hold all those assets in there, you can pay for pretty much anything that requires fiat with this like hack. And the reason I know what you're probably thinking is it should be easier, and I 100% agree. But right now we're kind of in this like weird phase where like we still run on fiat, and 30% of small to medium businesses in the U.S. are taking crypto now. But for the other 70%, we still need to find a way to like still pay in fiat. So I have been seriously considering going 100% into crypto.
Well, it seems like more feasible now than it was maybe 5-10 years ago.
Sure. No, yeah, for sure. And the price is actually relatively stable. All things considered. All right, here we go. What was it doing? Okay, here we go. McDonald's is fighting the breakfast war with chicken sandwiches. Okay, so this is a breakfast chicken sandwich. Actually,
For almost
this,
40
Yeah.
years, kids
actually,
have known that when
this
they see
looks
this
fucking amazing. This McGriddle chicken sandwich, oof, dude,
Yeah,
sweet
man.
and savory,
Yo.
like on chicken.
Yeah,
Oh my God, what is this? Oh, White
it's
Castle. This is
competing with
White Castle.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Ooh, people love chicken, man.
Chick-fil-A, White Castle.
People love chicken.
Burger King has a chicken biscuit.
this is
McGriddle with chicken.
yo, this Wendy's honey butter biscuit, chicken biscuit. This thing is hot, sultry,
Yeah.
steamy. Same with this White Castle, man. The waffles on top. I'm so hungry right now. Fuck. Yeah, dude, Chick-fil-A is like crack. No, I didn't, man. I didn't have a chance to eat dinner yet, like a proper dinner. Oh, man. All right. Matrix 4. All the characters that are going to be returning to the sequel. Keanu Reeves, of course. Trinity. The Maverigian. I don't remember who this person was. And then these are possible returning characters. Nobody's really confirmed Agent Smith. I'd be a little bit disappointed if they threw in Agent Smith. I feel like they can't. But and I wonder if it's going to take place not in the Matrix but in the real world, right? Because that's where we left off on the last Matrix.
Yeah, it kind of blew up everything, right?
Yeah, he made a deal with the machines, and the machine said, "Okay, we'll leave you alone in peace. If you take care of Agent Smith," and that was the deal. But
He was the virus.
yeah, he was the virus in the Matrix, but also in the machine world. Yeah.
I liked the Matrix when it ended at Matrix 1. When they added all that extra storyline, I felt like it wasn't,
Yeah.
I liked that it was a little mysterious after the first.
Yeah. Yeah. They left it in a good spot on the first one for sure.
Yeah. I didn't necessarily need a 2 and a 3, but
Yeah.
I knew they were going to.
I mean, I loved some of the philosophical like exploration of 2 and 3, but
Yeah, they were decent.
Oh,
There's a lot of people.
We gotta talk about this. So, Machine Gun Kelly is going to enlist the Used singer for a pop punk album.
Okay.
I was like a big fan of Bert from the Used. I thought he was a really good vocalist. I'm a big pop punk fan from back in the day. I don't think I've actually listened to much Machine Gun Kelly.
I don't think anyone has listened to much Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah. What does his music sound like?
His little Eminem battle that he had, but other than that, I don't think anyone cares about his music.
so fucking.
I don't know. I mean, so he's the guy who had the beef with Eminem? I feel old right now. Oh no, this guy's trash, man. Why is he making a pop punk album? Oh my god. Hey Jake, I'm glad you're still here. Do you listen to Machine Gun Kelly? I mean, I know I just called him trash, but I mean, that's just a little bit disappointing. It'd be cool to hear like something different, come out. But everybody's trying to bring like there's a lot, not everybody, but there's a lot of artists that are trying to bring like elements of pop punk back, and they have successfully. But I mean, even going back to like when Lil Wayne was trying to make some kind of pop punk album. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
It was pretty cringeworthy for sure, and I don't think anybody really liked it.
It was right after like he put out the Carter 3. It was called Rebirth.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it had a song with Eminem on it. I remember that was the big hype.
Right, right, right.
Very, very forgettable project.
Right, it was. Dude, so I'm gonna give an update for the channel right now. For the YouTube channel, we've got a keyboard, the G613 review coming up. I got it literally next to me. I'm gonna unbox it and we're gonna play around with it. It's a wireless mechanical keyboard with roamer switches. And then next, probably Thursday, we've got our first female co-host. And then I'll also be booking a female co-host for next Tuesday for our slot, Jet, so that we can get some female representation up in here.
Maybe we should talk relationships.
Talk about relationships?
Yeah.
Maybe that would be cool. Why? Trouble in Paradise or some shit?
No, but I don't know. It always makes for good content.
Yeah, for sure.
People like to hear about other people's problems and relate to them.
Yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna end it a bit early. We were like, I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? Hungry. Man. No, Jake, no. What? Well, fine. Thank you for understanding, man. You okay with that, Jet? Jet, you still there? Shit. All right, well, I think he's out.